All right, have you ever decided, this is it, I'm changing my life, only to find yourself right back where you started, like a week later? Today, we're gonna dig into why that happens. And we're not talking about those huge, crazy overhauls. We're talking about the real science of habits and how you can make lasting change, one tiny step at a time. So let me just ask you, do you ever feel kinda stuck? You know that feeling like you're pushing so hard to move forward, to be that person you wanna be, but you just keep snapping back into your old patterns? If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not alone. There's this quote that just hits the nail on the head. There is a gap between the person you are and the person you wish to be. It's that super frustrating space between what we want to do and what we actually end up doing. Now listen up, because this is probably the most important idea we're going to talk about. If you've tried to make a change and it didn't stick, it is not because you failed, it's not a weakness or a lack of willpower, it all comes down to your brain's wiring. Seriously, your brain is built for efficiency, and that means it naturally fights against the hard work of change. Getting this is the absolute key to finally making things stick. Okay, so let's dive into our first section, your brain as a jungle. We're gonna see why our minds are hardwired to take the easy way out. So, I want you to picture this. Your brain is a massive, overgrown jungle. Every single time you try something new, like say you decide to meditate instead of scrolling on your phone, it's like you're taking a machete and hacking a brand new path through all that thick undergrowth. It is slow, it is difficult, and it takes a ton of energy. But then, look what happens when you do it again. That second time, you're walking over the same plants you just trampled. You're creating a little bit of a trail. And every time you repeat that action, as you can see, the path gets a little clearer, a little wider, and just a little bit easier to follow the next time around. And if you keep at it over weeks and months, well, that little dirt path eventually gets paved. Before you know it, it's a 6-lane superhighway. Driving down this road is totally effortless. It's familiar, it's comfortable. This is what a habit is. And your brain absolutely loves these highways because they save so much precious mental fuel. All right, section 2, the planner and the toddler. So who's actually navigating this jungle in our heads? Well, let's meet the two characters who are calling the shots. So first up, you've got your wise planner. This is the part of you that creates a routine. It's logical, analytical. It's the part that thinks about the future. This is the voice in your head that says, you know what, I should probably go to the gym now, so I feel good later. It's all about strategy and long-term goals. But then you've got the impulsive toddler. This part of your brain runs 100% on habit. It is fast, it's automatic, and it lives completely in the right now. It could not care less about your future goals. All it does is react to triggers and chase immediate rewards. This is the part of you that sees a donut and just screams, gimme. So just to quickly recap, right? You got the planner, slow, thoughtful, thinking about tomorrow. And you've got the toddler, lightning fast, impulsive, living only for the moment. One is for figuring out new, complex stuff, and the other just handles all the things you do on autopilot. Now, I know what you're thinking. The toddler sounds like the villain here, right? The one that sabotages all your good intentions. But that's not it at all. They're actually a team. By letting the toddler handle all the automatic stuff, like brushing your teeth or your morning commute, it frees up your wise planner to focus on the really hard problems. It's actually a brilliant system for saving energy. Section 3, how to build a habit. So this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do we use this system to our advantage? How can we get the planner and the toddler to work together to build a new highway? Let's get into this step by step. And you know what? The process is surprisingly simple. It really just comes down to 4 things. 1, define a super tiny action. 2, set a crystal clear trigger. 3, repeat it over and over. And 4, find a way to make it enjoyable. Okay, that first step, it is everything. You have to forget about these big, vague goals. Get fit isn't an action. It's a dream. A tiny action is do 10 squats. That's it. It's so small, so specific, that your brain has a really hard time coming up with an excuse not to do it. It just lowers that barrier to entry so you can actually get started. Next up, you need a trigger. Think of this as the big green go button that tells your impulsive toddler it's showtime. And it needs to be really, really obvious. Something like, when it's 8 a.m. and I'm in my living room and I see my sneakers, then I will do 10 squats.
That combo of time, place, and a visual cue is like a starting pistol for your new habit. And here's a little hack that changes the game. You have to make the action itself more fun. Don't just promise yourself a reward for after you do the hard thing. You need to link a pleasure to the hard thing. So for example, maybe you only let yourself listen to your absolute favorite podcast while you're on the treadmill. Your brain starts to connect the new, tough action with something that already feels good.
Okay, final section. Change is a direction. So now you have the tools, but to actually stick with it, we gotta talk about mindset. It's all about setting realistic expectations, because real change is a journey. So this is it, the question that's on everyone's mind, right? If I do all this stuff, how long does it actually take for this thing to become automatic, to become a real habit? And the honest-to-goodness scientific answer is, it depends a lot. Research shows it can take anywhere from 15 days to, get this, 250 days for a new behavior to feel automatic. There is no magic number. It's different for every person and every habit. The goal is not to hit a number. The goal is to just not stop. And let's just be real here. Starting something new is often the easy part. You're full of motivation, you're excited. It's the continuing, day after day, especially when you don't feel like it, that's the real test. But just remember that jungle. Every single time you show up, you're making that path a little clearer. I promise you, it does get easier over time. Which brings us to the most important takeaway of all this. Success isn't about reaching some imaginary finish line where you're perfect. It's just about pointing yourself in the right direction. It's about being a little bit better today than you were yesterday. Because in the end, change is a direction, not a destination. Thanks for tuning in.